Shanti, and a very good morning. Let's take a couple of moments to stabilize ourselves. Let's get ready to listen to what Baba has to tell us to today's Murli, which is dated 20th February 1986. The title of today's Murli is Benefit for Everyone to the Flying Stage. Today, Bab Dada has especially come to give the double foreign children double congratulations. Firstly, because even though you have gone to far away lands and into different religions, you recognize the Father more quickly than the many souls. Those souls were living close by in Bharat. Congratulations for recognizing the Father. Being on a foreign land, having different beliefs, different accesses, but in spite of that, you recognize the Father. So congratulations for recognizing the Father, that is, for attaining your fortune. And secondly, just as you quickly recognize the Father, so you quickly engage yourself in service. So secondly, congratulations for quickly moving forward in service. The speed of expansion and service has been fast, and in the future too, double foreign children have to become instruments for a special task. The original jewels, the special souls who are instruments in Bharat, became a very strong foundation and carried out the task of establishment. And the double foreign children did the service of quickly spreading the sound in all directions and will continue to do so. This is why Bap Dada is giving all of you children special congratulations for moving forward quickly in service as soon as you came and took birth. In a short time, you have expanded service in many different lands, and this is why the task of spreading the sound is growing easily. By always being double light, you will definitely also always make intense effort to claim your full right to become double crowned. Bap Dada has come especially to meet you. Bap Dada is seeing that the drums of happiness are being beaten in everyone's heart. Bap Dada is hearing the music of the children's happiness and their songs of happiness. You're moving forward with deep love for remembrance and service. There is remembrance and also service. But what further addition has to take place? Both are there. Remembrance is also there, yad is there, and service is there, seva is there. Both are there, but let there always be a balance of the two. This balance makes you experienced in receiving blessings from the Father for yourselves and for service. You then have zeal and enthusiasm for service. Now, in further service, when there is a greater balance of remembrance and service, the sound will echo in the world very loudly. You have brought about good expansion. What is done after the expansion? After the expansion, special souls have to be made into instruments for the essence of service, so that those special souls will awaken special souls of Bharat. Now, in Bharat too, according to the time, the methods of serving are improving. Leaders, religious leaders, and also actors are coming into contact. Who else is left? They are coming into contact. Leaders are also coming into contact. But now the thought has to arise, especially to being political leaders, into close contact. All of you double foreign children are now going into the flying stage, are you not? You're not those in the climbing stage, are you? You're not into the Charti Kala, you are into the Urti Kala. Do you have the flying stage? When there is the flying stage, it means there is benefit for everyone. When all the children have a constant and stable flying stage, everyone will benefit. That is, the task of transformation will now be accomplished. Now, there is a flying stage, but along with that, there are also stages of different levels. Sometimes the stage is very good, and at other times, it is the stage of making effort to create that stage. When the majority has a constant flying stage, it means that completion is to take place. Now, all of you children know that the flying stage is the elevated stage. The flying stage is the stage to attain the karmatit stage. The flying stage is the stage of being in the body and yet being detached from it, of loving the Father and service. The flying stage is the stage of a bestower of fortune and a bestower of blessings. The flying stage is the stage that will grant visions of both angels and deities walking and moving around. The flying stage will free all souls from being beggars and give them a right to the Father's inheritance. The flying stage will free all souls from being beggars, from being in the mode of asking, pleading. coming from the stage of feeling a lack, and in giving them a right to the Father's inheritance. Like how in the Lokik world, whatever is belonging to the Father is inherited to the next generation. With that right, with that authority, all souls will experience their special deities and goddesses, or whoever are their instrument deities, to have all incarnated on this earth. In the golden age, everyone will be in salvation, but you are the bestowers of salvation for all the souls who are present at this time. In the golden age, everyone will be in salvation, but you are the bestowers of salvation for all the souls who are present at this time. After a drama has finished, all the actors come on stage. So now, the time for the end of the drama of the cycle is coming. All souls of the world will definitely have a vision, either in their dreams, with a glimpse of a second, or through the sound of revelation everywhere that the hero actors of this drama have been revealed on this stage. The stars of the earth have been revealed on the earth. Everyone will be very happy to have attained their especially loved deities. They will receive support. You double foreigners are also especially loved gods and goddesses, are you not? Or is it just those of the golden jubilee? Are you also part of that? Or are you just observers? You saw the scene of the golden jubilee, did you not? It was an entertaining part that was played. However, in the final scenes, will you be those who grant visions or simply being observers? What will you be? You are hero actors, are you not? Now, let that scene emerge as it is going to be. Become Trikaldarshi now. Become Trikaldarshi now and imagine how beautiful that final scene will be and how beautiful you will be. You will be angels, then deities, beautifully decorated images with divine virtues. You will be angels, then deities, Farishta, Sudevta, beautifully decorated images with divine virtues. Look at all the deities that are being worshipped. How beautifully they have been decorated. For that, practice seeing yourselves in the stage of your angelic form from now on and continue to move forward. There are four main subjects: to be an image of knowledge, Gyan, an image of constant remembrance, yad, an image of all divine virtues. If even one virtue is missing, you cannot be called 16 celestial degrees full. If even one virtue is missing, you cannot be called Sola Kala Sampurna, 16 celestial degrees full. There would be all three types of praise, 16 celestial degrees, all virtuous and filled with all, full of all virtues, completely viceless, and 16 celestial degrees full. All three specialities are needed. What three specialities? Being full of all virtues, being completely viceless, and being 16 celestial degrees full. 16 celestial degrees means you have to be full, perfect, and have all virtues. So, check this. You were told that this is the year in which you can accumulate for a long period of time. Then the account of a long period will end. And then it would be said for a short time, not for a long time. Now come into the line of effort making over a long period of time. You will then claim a right to attaining the fortune of the kingdom over a long period of time. If there are even 2 or 4 births less, that would not be counted as a long period of time. Let there be the first birth and the elevated happiness of nature in its prime. Let it be one, one, one. Be one in everything. What will you have to do for that? When you are number one in service, your stage is also number one, and you will then come in one, one, one. Will you not? So, become those who are to play their parts with the number one soul at the beginning of the golden age, and who play their parts in the number one birth. So you will be the ones to begin the era. Only those who take the first birth will begin with the date of the first day of the first month of the first era. Only those who take the first birth will begin with the date of the first day of the first month of the first era. So, you double foreigners will come as number one, will you not? Acha. Do you know how to wear an angelic dress? It is a sparkling dress. To have that awareness and to become that form means to wear an angelic dress. Something that sparkles attracts from a distance. So this angelic dress, that is, this angelic form will attract souls who are very far away. Acha, today is the turn of the UK. What is the speciality of the UK? Will you make London the place of your kingdom even in the golden age? or will it just be a tourist place? It is the United Kingdom, is it not? Will you make it a kingdom there too? Or will the kings simply go there to visit? Nevertheless, it is still called a kingdom, is it not? So at this time, it is the kingdom of service anyway. It is an instrumental kingdom for service of all the foreign lands, is it not? The name kingdom is correct, is it not? It is a kingdom that will unite everyone. It is a kingdom that will enable all souls to meet the Father. Bab Dada says to those who are from the UK, you are those who remain okay. UK means those who remain okay. If you were asked, you would say, I'm okay, wouldn't you? Not that you say, yes, that's true, I'm okay. You don't say that with a long sigh. Whereas when you're fine, you say, yes, I'm okay. You say that very enthusiastically. There is a difference in the way you say okay. So the kingdom of the confluence age, the kingdom of service through which inspiration will spread everywhere for souls to become rulers, that is, the royal family, has to be ready. So the kingdom is the place where souls who claim a right to the kingdom are created. That is why Bab Dada especially remembers the speciality of every country and continues to make it move constantly forward with that speciality. Every country has its own speciality. Bab Dada does not look at the weaknesses but just gives a signal. By continually saying, you're very good, you're very good, you become good. If he were to say, you're weak, you would become weak. In that case, if you're already weak and someone else then tells that, you would become unconscious. No matter how unconscious someone is, if you give them the life giving herb of an elevated awareness of their specialities, he would regain consciousness. No matter how unconscious someone is, if you give him the life giving herb of an elevated awareness, an awareness of their specialities, he would regain consciousness. All of you have the life giving herb, do you not? So keep the mirror of specialities in front of that one, because every Brahmin soul is special. You are a handful out of multi millions, are you not? Therefore, you are special, are you not? It is just that at that time, some forget their specialities. By being reminded of those, they will become special souls. All that is needed is them to be reminded. The more you speak of their specialities, the more they will experience their weaknesses even more clearly. You won't need to remind them of them. If you tell them about their weakness, they will try to hide it. They will avoid it and say, I'm not like that. Instead, tell them their specialities. Until they experience those weaknesses for themselves, they cannot bring about transformation, even if kept working on them for 50 years. Let's take up this practice consciously from today. If we are already into that practice, then even be more attentive on telling all souls around them, around us, about their strengths rather than their weaknesses, about their specialities rather than their weaknesses, until they experience those weaknesses for themselves. Because once they experience those weaknesses for themselves, they will be able to bring about transformation. Revive those who are unconscious with this life giving herb of reminding them of their specialities, and continue to fly and make others fly. This is what the UK does, is it not? Acha. How many people have gone from London to other places? They have gone from Bharat anyway, but how many of them have gone from London? How many have gone from Australia? Australians have also expanded and have gone to other places. The further the Ganges of knowledge flows, the better it is. How many centers are there in the UK, Australia, America, and Europe? And Bapdada has everyone speak about their own places. This means that expansion is taking place. Is there any special place left out now? And the response came, yes, there are many. Acha, you must be making plans for those too. The foreign lands have such a lift that they can very easily open centers. You can do Lokik service and also become instruments for Alokik service. In Bharat, there has been the speciality of opening centers by invitation, but abroad, you give yourself an invitation. You are the ones who give an invitation, and you are also the ones who go there. Therefore, this too is a lift you have received from the easy expansion of service. Wherever you go, 2 or 3 people there can become instruments for establishment, and they will continue to become that according to the drama. Whether you call it a gift or a lift that you received, you have to complete service in a short time, and so this can only be completed on time if there is a fast speed. There is a difference between the methods of Bharat and the methods of the lands abroad. Therefore, expansion is taking place quickly abroad and will continue to do so. Many centers can be opened in just a day. The instruments living abroad have an easy chance to serve in all directions. Look at the people of Bharat. It is difficult for them even to get a visa. So the people living abroad have the chance of becoming the instruments for serving the people there. Therefore, you have a chance in doing service, just as there is the chance of coming last and going fast. So too, you have received a chance for doing fast service. Therefore, you won't be the you won't there won't be the complaint that you came later. Those who have come later have a special chance of going fast. Last, so fast. Therefore, each one of you is a server. Are all of you servers or only those who live at the centers servers? Are all of you servers or are only those who live at the centers? They are the only ones who are servers. Wherever you are, you cannot rest without doing service. Service is the sleep of comfort. It is said, when you sleep in comfort, that's a life. Service is said to be the sleep of comfort. If there is no service, there is no sleep of comfort. You were told that service is not just with words, there is service at every second. There is service in every thought. No Brahmin can say, whether they are residents or of Bharat or the lands abroad, that they don't receive a chance to serve. Even if you are ill, you can do the service of creating an atmosphere and spreading vibrations with your mind. That's Mansa Seva. Whatever type of service you do, you have to remain busy in service. Service is your life, be it Mansa, be it Vacha, be it Karmana. Service is your life. To be a Brahmin means to be a server. Acha, to those who constantly stay in the flying stage and so have the stage of benefiting everyone, to those who always experience themselves to be angels, to the especially loved deity souls who are to be revealed to the world as the especially loved deities, to those who always consider themselves to be special souls and give others the experience of their specialities, to the special souls, Bapdada's love, remembrance, and namaste. To those who constantly stay in the flying stage and so have the stage of benefiting everyone, to those who always experience themselves to be angels, to the especially loved deity souls who are to be revealed to the world as the especially loved deities, to those who always consider themselves to be special souls and who give others the experience of their specialities, to the special souls, Bapdada's love, remembrance, and namaste. And from us children, love, remembrance, and namaste to our dear Bapdada. Quickly going through the meeting that Bapdada had with a group. Do you always experience yourself to be karma yogis? A karma yogi life means to stay constantly on the pilgrimage of remembrance while carrying out every task. A karma yogi life means to stay constantly on the pilgrimage of remembrance while carrying out every task. Only the children of the elevated Father carry out this elevated task and are always successful. All of you are karma yogi souls, are you not? While doing everything, always remain detached. While doing everything, always remain detached and loving. Continue to move yourself forward with this practice. As well as being responsible for yourselves, all of you also have responsibility for the world. However, all of those are physical facilities. Continue to move forward with a karma yogi life and also continue to enable others to move forward. This is an extremely lovely life. There is service and also happiness. You have a great deal of both at the same time, do you not? It is the golden jubilee for everyone. Golden means to remain stable in the Sato Pradhan stage. Therefore, continue to make yourself move constantly forward with this elevated stage. All of you have done service well, have you not? It is only now that you receive this chance of serving. Later, this chance will end. So constantly continue to move forward in service. Acha, Om Shanti. Let's take a couple of moments to reflect on this deep and intense set of learnings from this Murli and come back ready to share. Okay, you can be ready to share now. One of the learnings that hit me today was when Baba said, no matter how unconscious someone is, unconscious with relating to themselves with their weaknesses, if you give him the life giving herb of an elevated awareness, an awareness of their specialities, he would regain consciousness. So Baba says, keep the mirror of specialities in front of that one, because every Brahmin's soul is special. When you relate to each and every soul as a special soul, relating to them from their specialities, they will be able to reflect and mirror to their own weaknesses and also stand to transform them rather than be alligating them with their weaknesses.
I resonate to what you have shared right now. And there's one missing gap that Baba has filled in today, that whenever we say that kitna bole samne wale ko, but it doesn't have any impact. Um, Baba says that check for yourself. Are you beating them up, or are you lifting them up? So when we speak about their weaknesses, it's actually beating the soul and disempowering the soul, while when we look at making them aware of their specialities is when we're lifting them up and supporting them to move ahead in their journey. That was one of the points that touched me as well. The second point in the Murli Baba says that the double foreign children are fortunate. They don't have to wait for any invitations to open a center or to do service. They, in fact, invite themselves because they are serving, they work in the world externally, they earn for themselves, and then they establish centers. So they do double service in turn. So it's learning from them that how do they balance their lokic responsibilities as well as bringing that responsibility back in the alokic space as well and perform service. And that's been one of the way in which Australia and London had grown exponentially while the service started in the foreign lands.
Also, what Baba Dada imparted to us while meeting the group about experiencing yourself to be a karma yogi, that is to constantly stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance while carrying out every task, means any task that you do it in the presence and the remembrance of the Father. Like how in religious practices, if any kind of a food that is served to the deities, it comes out as prasad and it is taken care of the same way when each and every task that we do, every word that we speak, and every thought that we entertain, if it is done in the remembrance, that would be something that a karma yogi would do. And like Baba said, doing everything, always remain detached and loving. That way, you will be serving yourself with responsibility, and through you, you will also be serving the world with a responsibility. I'm reflecting and looking at how unconsciously or mechanically we get into forgetting, remembering the presence of the Father and being loose either by our thoughts, our words, or by actions. So that is my takeaway today from this Murli, one of the takeaways.
Would you like to read the messages in the chat?
That's what I'm doing right now. Yes, Girjaben writes stages of soul consciousness, moving from seed stage to the flying stage and then becoming an angel. For this Vidhi is first to become double light, then fuel to fly. Shift of consciousness from mine to all yours. Everything is yours. Yes, ready to fly. Amiben writes, flying stage brings benefit to all. When our stage is high and stable, the vibrations automatically serve the whole world. Yes. See and remind specialities instead of weaknesses. Remind souls of their special qualities. Yes. It gives them power, it gives them that ease to not beat themselves up, and also opens up the doors to consider turning their weaknesses into strengths, their vices into virtues, and gives them an opportunity to elevate themselves. Service is life. A true Brahmin serves through every thought, word, and action. And Girjaban is then asking how to practice seeing ourselves in the angelic stage, the final scenes of the drama. For that, Girjaban, I just shared my perspective about that. Move ahead from not being attached, being remembrance while you carry out every task. While doing everything, Baba's told us always remain detached and loving. Continue to move yourself forward with this practice. So, again and again, Baba reminds us that when your mind is connected with the one, then you are not running your life. The moment you're disconnected, then we somehow lose control. And we feel we have the control, but actually, when we surrender, then He guides us to what's best for ourselves, and through us for others. Any other perspectives?
Yeah. Shanti. Am I audible?
G. Yeah,
Uh,
yes, you are.
in fact, yesterday we had in the project that we're doing in Spark, how do you stay constantly in remembrance? How do you always keep Baba with you? And I remember writing about being a karma yogi. So that is one way of staying in constant remembrance. So I was very happy when Baba was saying that. I mean, Baba said it, so it must have been in the mind. So that was a very nice thing. That is my takeaway for today. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister. Yes, three different ways to look at things now. When we ourselves be on the receiving stage, on the receiving end, how would we feel if we are served by someone who's a karma bhogi? How would we feel if someone is serving us by being a karma karta? And how would we experience when we are served by a karma yogi? You reflect on that and you see that what you would love to receive is what you stand to give. Yes, we are getting ready, Girjavan. Now come into the line of making effort for a long period of time. It's been a tiring journey for the soul, staying in body consciousness. So, like how Baba says, that the day your spirit is spiritual awakening happened is your real birth. And from there, you count that, okay, the realization is where your first birth is now, anyways, as we are moving from the confluence age and moving back into the golden age. It is going to be our first birth, isn't it? So, yes, putting an end to the tiring journey of operating from body consciousness is the way I would look at it. Yes, Karma Yogi is just the one who is the giver. And as Baba says, "No, you take care of others, I'm there to take care of you." Okay, let's take a couple of moments to wrap up with reflecting on the learnings that Baba has given us today. Let's be in silence, actually silencing the mind, allowing the space to look at our own selves. Let's just sit with our eyes closed, taking some deep breaths of gratitude, really opening up our mind, opening up our soul, and looking at what conversations we are entertaining within ourselves. It's time to clean up all that is not required. In a couple of days, it's going to be Diwali, and in Diwali, we do a lot of cleaning. We clean up our houses, our offices, our workplaces, our centers, everywhere, wherever we are working or staying. We clean up everything and we just remove everything and stack it neatly. Let's remove everything that our system is filled up with, unconsciously cluttered over a period of time. Clean up the space and start stacking with purity and divinity. Let's free ourselves first from relating to self from weaknesses, where we are beating ourselves up. Let's free ourselves. Let's sit into the experience of being blessed, of being Supreme's Father's divine children, getting that bliss for our own selves, that love for our own selves, that respect for our own selves, being an embodiment of someone who's a blessed child of the Divine Father. Let's give up our need to operate from greed and to operate from fear, putting down all the burden, the weight that we have been carrying since years. And as you put down the weight, you experience feeling light, ready to be in the flying stage, ready to fly. Being up there, you're able to enjoy and cherish the beauty that's around us. And from up there, look down and look at all those souls who need us, who are waiting for us to lift them as well. Let's take on being someone who's not waiting for the golden age to come, but being someone who's instrumental in bringing forth the golden age. Thank you, Baba, for this life. Thank you for your care, your love, and your ongoing sustenance. I experience being complete as being your child. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family. See you all tomorrow morning at 5 a.m.